I'm gonna tell you how I went from wanting 2 kids to having 7. That's right, 7 kids. 7 kids. 5, 6, and 7 are currently in here, spontaneous triplets. So let's have a baby. 5, 6, 7. Like, keep saying it out loud because it doesn't feel real. The reason I wanted, we were talking the other day about belly buttons and why we have them. And you only have one belly button, so how's that gonna work? And I said, oh no, remember, that's backwards. So each baby has their own belly button with an umbilical cord that's connected to me inside my tummy.
Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul.
Story time of how my husband and I found out we were having spontaneous triplets. So get my eyes on this one baby that I thought I was growing. Now it's kind of sunk in. We've known for 7 weeks, the spotting stopped, and everybody's healthy in there. Everybody, all the people, the entire litter of children are good. So we're having triplets. We already have 4 kids. Woohoo! Triplet pregnancy FAQ. I'm 16 weeks pregnant with spontaneous triplets, which of course is the first question. Yes, spontaneous is a real word that doctors use to describe twins or triplets that are conceived without Clomid, IUI, IVF, no fertility treatment. They're just buy one, get 2 free. Technically, February 9th is still my due date. That's 40 weeks. It's just never gonna happen. The average triplet pregnancy is 31 weeks, which is really scary to me. I could have these babies anywhere from mid-December to like early January, and only time will tell. I think I get asked a lot is, of course, because when you hear about my triplets, you're thinking, what are the odds that you're gonna have triplets? And I hate to tell you, my 35 and up friends, that the odds actually increase when you get older because your eggs are just like, we're old, we need to make babies. I was surprised to hear it's like 1 in 8 to 10,000, depending on your age. That doesn't feel like it's rare enough because it's triplets. It's like so many babies. But we're gonna find out September 13th for our friends and family, and that's where we're gonna have a little party. And for you, of course, we're gonna film it and post it, duh.
Last night I dreamt of San Pedro.
Try being my size, Amy. You don't know how it is.
17 weeks pregnant with triplets, and this has been the only pregnancy pillow I've, but this is how I sleep every night. And the cost is really good too. I've seen a lot of these that I'm like, I only need this for like 6 months. I don't want to pay $900 for it.
They got you out of the sweatpants today. How you feeling?
Biggest mistake of my life. Never been more uncomfortable.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna take a say, yo.
I've been using the same grocery store one for about 10 years, and I've seen these automatic curlers on here before, but I was like a little bit nervous to try them out. We don't want them curled in, we want them curled out. Okay, and my shoulders don't hurt. 19 weeks pregnant with spontaneous identical triplet baby boys, and I'm going to tell you the identical part of our story right now. Know that they're identical because they share one placenta and they share one gestational sac. The black part on the ultrasound that like surrounds your baby, that's their gestational sac. I don't know how you could find out you're having triplets and it not be dramatic. Whoa, what? Triplets? What? That's not possible. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Ma'am, stop. It's high risk. That's why I go every single week. Fluid, we check their measurements, make sure everybody's sharing. And so far, so good. 4 kids and 3 babies that I'm responsible for feeding. I gained 50 to 60 pounds with this pregnancy. And how is that going to happen if all the food is gross? I'm 20 weeks pregnant with triplets, so yeah, I Instacart my groceries every week. And in fact, I've Instacarted my groceries every week for years because I Instacart my groceries the other day, and I'm getting home at the same time she's dropping the groceries off. Waddling around with my triplet belly like, oh, God, getting out of the car. And I'm like, oh, hey, thank you so much for the groceries. Triplets. And she was like, wait, what? Fun little full circle moment of like, the woman who bought me my pregnancy test always wondered what ended up happening. Well, I'll tell you what happened. A lot of bagels. The fact that I thought I could get through this triplet pregnancy without going to maternity clothes is hilarious. I'm only 21 weeks and there's a long way to go. Nice, easy, soft, we don't want constricted, we don't want tight anywhere. It's got pockets and it's definitely got room for me to grow. You're like so much younger and cooler than me, so like this is by itself is like so fun for you. But if you're working with a geriatric pregnancy like me, especially at a baby shower, you want to show off the bump big time for pictures and stuff. But are you kidding? We're not uncomfortable because that's top priority when we're pregnant, especially with triplets. How cute the sleeve is. That's my favorite part. That's the theme of the day, isn't it? It's nice and stretchy and comfortable and cute. I love that. It's important that we have one pair of maternity jeans to get us through our pregnancy, and these are them. Wide leg, really stretchy, soft denim, but then they're also under the belly. I cannot do a belly panel. I can't do it. I don't like tight things on my belly. So these are them. Our identical triplet boys who share one placenta have twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. It's actually called fetus-to-fetus transfusion syndrome for them because they're not twins, they're triplets, and they all three share one placenta, and of course it's affecting all three of them. What twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome is when they have one shared placenta and there's an unequal blood flow between babies. So the result is really low fluid, growth restricted, not growth restricted, way too much fluid. So it's actually dangerous for all three babies. So I'll be monitored twice a week by my MFM in Long Beach. So at stage 1, there's actually a 40% chance that things will balance themselves out on their own, that the babies will start to kind of win back some of that blood flow. They'll grow, they'll thrive, and things will be good. And we're in really, really good hands with my MFM and then now this surgeon. Yeah, we're praying 40%. Why did things like this exist when I was a new parent 10 years ago? I'm really grateful to be doing triplets in 2025. I don't understand why these things haven't existed forever. This is a little medicine dispenser where the medicine thing clicks into this cute little rocket ship. I remember when my first son, who's almost 10 years old, got his first cold, and that was like the most traumatizing thing ever. It was my first baby and he's got a runny nose. How are we gonna survive? No! You get the nasal aspirator from the hospital and I started to use it, of course, as we were told. Why didn't they have this 10 years ago? So anyway, if you're lucky enough to be pregnant in 2025, or if you know someone who's lucky enough to be pregnant in 2025, grab them these because we don't have to do it like the Stone Ages like I did the first round. Arms and 3 babies, because I'm about to. What's up, TikTok? A little 23-week pregnant with identical triplet update. We're still stage 1 TTTS. That's twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. I've shared a lot of videos about that before. We're holding stable and actually starting to look better. Decides to do what's called an amnioreduction. I don't even think, oh, there's a little spot. You can see they put a needle inside the baby B's amniotic sac, pulled out 1.5 liters of amniotic fluid. They still left like way more than enough just in case we eventually have to do the laser surgery. It's a balancing act of making sure there's enough but not too much. But it's more than he's had in previous weeks. So, and much less for B, even less than after the amnioreduction, and then C is actually looking good. So that's the update. We're much better now. I'm on like modified bed rest. I can't do much. I'm just like laying low, staying chill.
This angle's really nice.
I know I've told you about the Curl Pro Plus, but I haven't told you about the Curl Go before. You know you're really pregnant when curling your hair is like a full-on cardio exercise. Not this. I seriously feel like a first-time mom with how different things are than they were 10 years ago when I was doing this the first time around. And by different, I absolutely mean better. Now, I'm sorry, big kids, but this time around, I wanted the best of the best, and that's Naturepedic. I'm pregnant with triplets, so I'm on doctor's orders to do less, which means my husband's had to really step up and start making dinners for our family. Yeah, sure, I'll sit in this chair and hang out and chit-chat with you while you cook. This. My husband made this.
How many of those did you take?
I took 9. Yeah, I did, I think, slightly overcommit.
27. I'm 27 weeks and 2 days pregnant with our triplets. I get asked all the time what our due date is and if it's adjusted for triplets or what's our goal and how long would they let you go. Max that they'll let me go is 36 weeks and that's January 12th. Apparently with one shared placenta for the 3 babies, the placenta could start to deteriorate and break down past 36 weeks. So they just are better off on the outside than they are on the inside at that point. The way my doctor explains it is it's kind of broken down into zones. There's the red zone, the yellow zone, the green zone. The red zone is 24 to 28 weeks gestation. Then you get to the yellow zone, 28 to 32 weeks, and that's when it's still high risk. Green zone, which would be ideal, would be to make it to 32 weeks. And for us, that's December 15th, and that's what we're praying for. And the average gestation for triplets is 31 weeks. So we really are prepared for anything and praying that I just stay pregnant as long as possible, and grateful for every single day that they stay inside, because that's where they should be right now. Wouldn't be a triplet pregnancy without some more roller coaster for us here. So here's a little update of the last 24 hours. It's been kind of crazy. That's good, but all the excess fluid, and that's why I'm so big, is causing me to contract a lot. So I'm having lots of contractions. We are going to do an amnioreduction, take some of the fluid out, and that's happening tomorrow morning. We're so grateful for all the continued prayers and concern for us and our babies. I was starting to get a lot of DMs that were like, hello, are you okay? So yes, we're okay. We're gonna be okay.
I'm closer to 28. I'm focusing.
The reality is really starting to set in that I'm about to have 3 whole babies. I need to save all the time and energy that I possibly can, and I'm finding products to help me do just that. It's dishwasher safe, and after doing a bunch of research, I found that it's the only one that can go in the dishwasher. I'll just use multiple because I'm not trying to have to do multiple reheats. We need them all fed. They're gonna be screaming. Go, I think, like right here. And me realizing it's not how it looked in my head.
1 this way and 2 that way. A mirror right here. 3rd one.
Or sideways there.
Okay.
Well, let's leave it like this for now so you can build the dressers.
Yeah.
In my spot right here in the chair. Don't worry, I'm not lifting a finger.
I think I have to just let it go.
150 kids, and that desk there, don't need the desk. We need a playroom. So the desk has to go.
No, I can't sleep. I'm barely hanging on.
Let's go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Really good news today, like the best news we've gotten in weeks. So stable across the board. Right now we're still stage 1 TTTS, and like that's stable for now. Of course, part of what's making it stable is me sitting like this, but man, that was so encouraging. And so like this is exactly what we've been praying for, that 40% self-correction. I finally packed my hospital bag. Want to see what's inside? I'll show ya. My slippers, bunch of granny chonies, a little matching jammy set. I don't know, someone told me to get it, so I did. It's an abdominal support binder. Apparently it's great for post C-section to keep you from like jostling. Phone charger. I think that's all. Am I missing anything? I'm the vacuumer of our family. I can't get enough of a single day. But then I got pregnant with triplets and I had to pass that responsibility on to Eric.
Oh.
And he really had to step up for our family.
Okay, sure.
I'm just kidding. I've lived here for 2.5 years and I've never vacuumed once because he's addicted.
Well, I have to be addicted. Have you seen your hair? Babe, I love your hair, but your hair is everywhere.
And the postpartum hair loss hasn't even started. Really, I'm grateful for your vacuuming addiction because we already have 4 kids. Our floors are nuts. And we're gonna add 3 babies. Oh, I'm glad you like the present you got yourself so much because all I got you was 3 babies. Listen to this. I'm 33 weeks and 3 days pregnant with 3 babies. That's right, triplets, identical spontaneous triplet boys. Because 3 + 3 was like part of our wedding vows. 3 + 3 + 3 is our family, okay? 33 weeks and 3 days on Christmas Day where there's already magic in the air feels a little fishy. Maybe we just go to bed so nobody's born today on Christmas Day. We don't want that. The number 3. Okay. Oh, you guys, it's 3:33. That's it.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.